Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this video is on arc length and sector area. How to calculate arc length and sector area. Okay, so let's take this problem 3 from our last worksheet. And the goal here, you see, is if I figured out the length here, that's called the arc length. But if I figure out the size of this part of the circle, this is what we refer to as the sector, and it happens to be 240 degrees of sector. Okay? Well, how do we find out the size of that 240 degree sector? Well, basically, here is how it's done. We're first going to find the area of the whole circle. We're going to use pi times radius squared. We're going to go 3.14 times radius. And if you look at the picture, hopefully you agree, the radius right there is 13 meters. So we're going to do 3.14 times 13 meters squared. So that's why our answer is going to be meters squared. Okay? So looking at our calculations, you see that 3.14, that represents pi, times 13 squared is 530.66 meters squared. So that is the area of the whole circle, right? But do we want the size of the whole circle? No. All we want is the area of that sector. And isn't the sector 240 degrees out of 360 degrees? And if I multiply that by the 530.66, as you can see on my calculator, the final answer is, we know that purple sector, that 240 degree sector, is 353.77 meters squared. Okay? So that's basically how you find a sector area. You find the area of the whole circle, and then you take the piece that you want, the fractional piece that you want. Okay, so let's look at one more problem here. Now, this is on last worksheet, but we're going to do something different. Let's say we are asked to find the arc length of that sector. In other words, the arc length means this right here. We're just going around the circle. We're not worried about what's inside the circle. Okay? We're just worrying about how long is it from one side of the arc to the other end of the arc. Alright? Well, we're going to do something similar again. First thing, to go around the circle, we call that circumference. And to do circumference, we do pi times diameter. And so we're going to do 3.14 to approximate pi times a diameter, which is 12 centimeters, correct? Because 6 is the radius here, and we need 2 radiuses to go across the circle to make the diameter. Okay? Okay, so as you can see on my calculator screen, 3.14 times 12 is 37.68, in this case, centimeters, right? 37.68 centimeters. Now what? Well, that 37.68 is the whole circle. Follow the green, right? Do we want the whole distance around the circle? No. What we want is just the purple part of the circle, right? That purple arc again. Well, that purple arc is 135 out of what? 360 degrees. And once I take 135 divided by 360, and I times that by 37.68, I get my answer, which is 14.13 centimeters. So we just figured out that that purple arc right up there is 14.13 centimeters long.